We played our game that we wanted to, I think, and my guys were blocking shots. You saw Lindbaum go down in the butterfly to take one kind of in the chest, and that's the sacrifices guys are making. So it was huge. There's a lot of block shots, a lot of sacrifices, and it makes my job a lot easier, and I can kind of just focus on the puck.
How huge was it to pick up that second point?
No, it's big. I mean, everybody's kind of scraping right now to get to the top, and we're right there. So every point matters, and when you got a couple guys like that burying the shootouts right away, it makes my job a lot easier and puts the pressure back on them.
And when they talk about being a big boys game, was that classic big boys game out there tonight?
Yeah, I think they always try to play and build their team kind of Broad Street bullyish, and they got some big bodies over there, big hits, and I thought we did a good job. Backs had a huge hit in the third period, I think, and it kind of sets the tone, and guys get amped up for that. So big hits, big bodies, and it was a good game.
What does it mean to you to tie Jarl's record for the franchise for shutouts?
It's cool when you get individual accolades, but like we always say, when you get a shutout, especially in a game like that, it's a whole team thing, and it's a team stat that how the guys play in front of you. You're not out there alone.
They're physical, and that's exactly what we had to do. We had to play physical to match them and kind of get them on their heels a little bit. And I thought, up and down the lineup, we did that.
Does it feel like a playoff game to you?
I think for the last couple of weeks here, they're all going to feel like playoff games, and that was just the start of it.
2 weeks ago, nobody would have thought you guys had a chance of catching Nashville, but depends on what they do tonight. Here you are, right at the top. I mean, goal now that you guys really have your sights set on here.
Yeah, I mean, we went through the slump and they kind of pulled away, but I've been saying this all season. Every team kind of goes through that, and they're just going through it right now, and it allowed us to catch up, and we just got to keep plugging away because you don't know what they're going to do over there.
It seemed like Mason was just standing on his head, as we say tonight. He was unbeatable.
Both goalies, they were standing on their heads. Moose played unbelievable for us. He looked like he was a wall over there, and Mason made some big saves to keep him in it. So hats off to both of them.
When a goalie's playing like that, I mean, is it just important to keep doing what you're doing and stick with what was working out there?
Yeah, you can't get frustrated. You just got to keep peppering them, and eventually one's going to trickle in. Today it took a shootout, but when you got a hot goalie like that, you just got to keep going at him.
Well deserved for Els, ties Jarl for the franchise shutout record.
He's been rock solid all year, so it's well deserved.
How good do you guys feel when you get to a shootout, considering how well the goalies have played and then how the goal scorers do as well?
A lot of confidence in Moose back there, and Snake if he's in net, and obviously we got some of the best shooters in the shootout in the league, so I think we're all excited to watch what they're going to pull out, and a lot of confidence.
For me, it's I've been thinking about that really since since I was tied Pat there a little while back. It's been fun. It doesn't feel very long. It's been fun. I've really enjoyed most of the stops, and I've really enjoyed working with this group. So hopefully we continue to build on what we got. But I think it really started to impact me emotionally when the number got where Pat was at, and then him passing away suddenly and stuff like that. So
It's to be in the company with Scotty and Al Arbor and Joel. When you put it in perspective,
well, there's nobody in the company of Al and Scotty between cups and wins, and I think if Al would have wanted to coach a few more years, he would have been way up there too. But it's just I said this before. First thing is it's the guy you work with. It's the general manager. That's the key for me, and being really fortunate that way. And then secondly, for me, is you got to have good teams. And I came right out of the gate in Dallas and had good teams, and I've had good teams. We're really building something in Columbus that kind of derailed a little bit. But other than that, I've been on nothing but good teams. So that's how you get where you're at.
What impressed you the most with this win tonight?
Just the whole game in general. It was a hard, well-played, sense of urgency on both sides. We probably started a little bit slow. They'd lost 3 in a row. They were really desperate. They got a good club over there, lots of good pieces, And with Mason in goal, I told the guys, I said, you're going to have to outwork this guy because he's focused and determined. And every time I coach against Mace, we're getting the same product. And I just thought as the game went on, we just got better and better and better. And our third period was our best. But even in saying that, you got to take it to a shootout. So I was standing on the bench with maybe, I think 9:22 was on the clock. And I said, whatever happens, happens. But this has been a really fun game to coach in. And when you get these type of games where every shift matters, every play matters, they're a lot of fun to coach in. And over the course of a season, you maybe get a dozen of these games, but this was one of them.
But you've had obviously a lot of good players tonight, but particularly Yashkin. How good was he in this game?
Well, this has been growing. This is a confident young man that isn't thinking. He's just reading and reacting. He's just playing ice hockey now. Before it was, where do I go? How do I play? Everything was new and a little bit overwhelming at times, but it's not anymore. I mean, he is really a good player for us right now. He's a strong player. He really, I thought, gave Stastny and Alex some real space on the ice, some room to move. I thought they had great chemistry, and nice to see. We had good chemistry in all four lines today. Porter came in and really gave us a boost today. He really gave us that jump that we need, which was a good sign.
Elliott said that there was some team toughness, mostly in front of his net, that led to them not being able to get on the board. Would you agree with that assumption?
Well, I think with the way we're built right now, we've got people who are prepared to block shots. Lindbaum is prepared to block shots. Bertuzzo blocks shots. Got one of the top shot blockers in the world coming in here in the next little while, Mikhailuk. So we're trying to, every day we play, we're trying to become harder and harder to play against. And that's what was nice today. We didn't give them very much today. We were hard to play against, very determined on the puck. And that's what we're trying to build here. But that group, the way it's going to get built here, we're not going to be fun to play against if we play the right way.
You like those pairs? Yeah.
I liked it today. I really liked Bouwmeester and Lindbaum today. Lindy was a little bit revved up the last game and kind of calmed down today and just played. And he's being a big asset for us. Yeah, I liked the way we moved the puck. I liked a lot of things in our pairs right now.
You've caught Nashville now. Depends on what they do. How important is that important to you guys? How important is winning the division if it's there?
Well, I think, you can't dismiss home ice, and you can't dismiss the highest seed possible. You're going to need it. I was saying this today, two of the teams that are out of the playoffs right now in the West are playing the best hockey of anybody. That's hard. That's 10 teams. That's 10 teams who are battling here right now, and that's going to be hard to try to win in this conference. And so every little advantage you can take advantage of, without burning your players out or playing 2.5 lines or 4 defensemen to get it done and having nothing, which we're not doing. I think you want to get the highest seed. The highest seed for me means that you've always got this ace in your back pocket. You've always got the extra game at home that you can rely on your fans, you can rely on your own bed, just little advantages. They do make a difference. And it's very difficult. Like, LA is one of few teams that's been able to go on the road all the time and win it, but there's not many that do that.